Hello again from Firefly Ministry. How many times have you said something without thinking? No, I'm not talking about the things that you said only to regret when you had time to think about it. You know, like the time when you were with that special someone and you just came out and said, now I'll let you fill in the blank there. We've all done that. We've all had that moment. What I'm talking about are just the simple things we say as we go about life. Not that you don't mean what you say or that it's not important or true, but it just comes out without thinking. It might come out in the form of advice like drive safely, or in the phrase I picked up on when I moved from the big city of Atlanta to the friendly city of Athens, Tennessee. I smiled with delight the first time I was greeted with, "What can I get for you today, honey?" Yes, here in real America, here in Tennessee, everyone is either honey, dear, sweetheart, or something like that. It just comes out like water rolling off a duck's back. I work part-time at Lowe's. Most of the time I work evenings, but this week's schedule had me opening a couple of mornings. Now, as you can imagine, there's a major difference between opening and closing processes. While there may be freight left by the night crew and odds and ends that need to be cleared, the most important thing to be done is the safety review. Every day, every department in the store has an inspection process to be completed in order to certify the safety of their area. It's kind of like the pre-flight checklist that a pilot performs before takeoff. Well, yesterday when I started the LSR, that is the Lowe's Safety Review, I noticed several changes to the required and routine questions. Questions about equipment, photographs of exits and top stock conditions, a check of safety issued equipment like knives and gloves, all in order for us to have what we call a Lowe's Safe Day. As a matter of fact, that phrase, Lowe's Safe Day, is repeated in the recorded announcements played in the store throughout the day. A couple of us guys even look at each other throughout the day and just say, "You have a Lowe's Safe Day." Safety is important. Often we express it in the advice that we give to others like drive safely or stay safe. But for it really to happen, it has to be more than just a catchphrase. More than something that we say without thinking. We have to do something about it. And what about our spiritual safety? How often do we do our SSR, that is, our spiritual safety review? Now, if you're like me, probably not often enough. And if we do, perhaps we might need to do what they did to me this week in the LSR, that is, change it up a bit. They made me pay more attention to get it right. It's far more important to get this right because instead of preparing for a day of work, we're being ready for a battle. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. This week, Pastor Fuller helps us perform our own spiritual safety review. And the purpose? To prepare us for our daily battle with evil. His message is entitled, Yesterday's Coat. Now I want to invite you to join us in our sanctuary this Sabbath for Pastor Fuller's message, Yesterday's Coat. But if you can't do that, be sure to visit with us either on Facebook or YouTube for this Sabbath services. And until then, have a blessed week.